Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am Michelle, otherwise known as Hedgewitchknit, and this is where I talk about my delve into all things craft and yarny goodness. And it's only been 2 weeks and I have literally so much to show you, so let's just jump into it. I'm wearing my Ranunculus by Midori Hirose, and this is one of my favorite sweaters because it matches my dog so well, which was a complete accident, but a very, very happy accident, and it's very special to me. So I do wear it often. The sleeves are a little short, but it is nice. It's nice and open. It was 52 degrees this morning, so I was wearing my wave break, my spiritual guardian cowl, and my Elhaz Rune mitts outside while I drank my coffee this morning, and it was incredible. I'm so happy for the chilly seasons, although it's gonna be 96 in like a few hours, so I'm gonna start getting a little sweaty here pretty soon. I have a couple finished objects. Let me first say that my mannequin is wearing my Maya cardigan, which I can't wait to wear. Probably only get to wear it for one day though, here in the South. And also, sorry if you can hear my rats. I know I haven't mentioned them before. If you're new here, I have 4 rats, and they can be noisy. They're usually not very busy in the morning, so that's when I like to film, but they can get pretty rambunctious. I love them. I forgot to mention last time that I think I had finished this hat, or it was a whip. But I finished it now. It's a gift knit for my friend. And oh, I also dyed my hair. A lot has happened in 2 weeks. It's been crazy. But I knit it long so that she can wear it out in the woods in New York. I like to roll it up because I don't like hats that long, but it's knit out of Patons Kroy, and it is the Patons basic beanie pattern that I followed. I think I did the female version. So I'm not a huge fan of decreases on really any hat pattern because they all are just either jumbly or you can see like definite lines, and I don't know, I don't quite like that unless it like actually fits the shape of the hat. Like this is just a huge mess to me, so I don't know, but it looks fine when it's on. I think. I can't see it, but I assume it looks all right. And I was gonna wear it, but it's very, very hot, and I'm quickly regretting wearing a mohair sweater. But that's my hat. I will have to get that sent out to her soon because it's gonna start getting pretty cold in New York. I have another finished object. You know what? I have an FO that's not really an FO because I finished it in 2017 or 2018. I just never wove in the ends. But I did this week, and I'm very proud of myself. It is the Mosaica Shawl, and it is gigantic and beautiful, and I'll put it on. I was weaving in the ends while wearing it because it's so long. I was in the garage while Tom was working on a cutting board. It's acrylic yarn. I believe the teal is Red Heart, the baby stuff. I don't think I held that one double. No, not for this pattern. The blue, I believe, is Red Heart, Simply Soft, and then this fading white to gray. I don't know why. I don't remember what one that was, but they're all yarns you could get at like Walmart, or I got them at the BX in Japan, because that was like the only place you could get yarn that wasn't a teeny tiny ball. The only thing I would change about this pattern is the cast off, because I blocked it and it's still ripply, which I'm sure is because it's acrylic. Oh, I'm so warm. And also, I don't wear these colors. I picked them because I had them. Wow, the green looks so bright on camera. It's like a nice, like, baby teal. I love teal. I'm not a blue person, but I used to have bright red hair, so a lot of the stuff that I wore was navy blue. So I guess it fit back then, but now it's not really my color scheme. Like, it doesn't work. So I might send it to my sister. She would use it. She's a blue person. I don't know why I'm putting it back on. I'm very hot. But it does match my Jera Harvest socks, which is my next FO. I can't word today. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, these are done. The pattern releases in a couple days, 4 days, on the 18th. So Carrie of My Wool Mitten podcast, I believe, and on YouTube, and Susan from Wild Cottage Knitting, who also has a podcast here on YouTube, are running a knit along for any Curiostitches pattern. The knit along starts on the 30th after the release of the casting mitts, which I will show you because I'm working on those too, and goes until the end of December this year, 2022. Although I do believe hashtags used right now will work towards the cow. I'm pretty sure that's what I was told. But yeah, these are my Jera Harvest socks. They match my roller skates, and as soon as I cast them off, I took a video of me skating around the house in them, because why wouldn't you? But I figured, since there's a cow, I would show you all of the patterns that I've created by Elly of Curiostitches, just in case you were interested in joining us on the knit along. So there's these. I've got some really pretty Elhaz Rune mittens, fingerless mitts. I've got a hat. This is the Moonology Hat. There's also socks that match. I'm pretty sure all of my Curiostitches patterns I've showed on this channel, so you should have seen all of them, but I'm gonna give you a recap, so buckle up. Moonology, beautiful, beautiful color work. Most of them are color work, except for these. And these have a matching sock as well. The Elhaz Rune socks. You can knit them with the beads. I also have another pair in black that I cannot find. I think they have been stolen by a lizard. I had the Wolfsbane hat, which I will insert a picture of, but it got stolen. Moving on to sweaters, I have this gorgeous, gorgeous Feline Phantom sweater that I made. I think this was my first Curiostitches sweater pattern. And it's covered in puppy hair and probably a lot of hay, because I wore it at the barn. And I love it so much. This is my go-to cozy sweater to just throw on when I just want to be warm and cozy. And I think that it's supposed to be a bit baggier, but I knit a size that was a little bit tighter to my body. It's still not like skin tight, but it's oversized, but it's not Doesn't look as cozy on me as it does on Elly. Hers is just amazing, and I want to make another one in black and white because I think hers is black and gray. I think Shy's is black, and then it has like a speckly cat that looks white but has colors in it. I can't remember, but this is one of my favorite sweaters of all time. I love it so much, and it reminds me of the little kitty at the barn. I know I talked about them before. So that's my Feline Phantom sweater. I also have my Lottie Pullover, which has little axolotls on it, which I've definitely showed and worn. I'm getting really hot. Whew. Okay. My my Moonology hat used to have a pom-pom, but I'm pretty sure Nebula ate it. I can't remember. It's been a while. Pretty sure someone ate it. One of the dogs. Psychopaths. But yeah, it doesn't have a pom-pom anymore, which is fine. I like it with or without. I just thought the pom-pom was cute and it used up the rest of my ball. But yeah, that's the Lottie Pullover. I knit mine in Kelborn woolens. Camper? Yeah, 100% wool. It is very soft for non-superwash wool. I don't think it's superwash. Pretty sure it's non-superwash. It's so nice. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have a whole skein of this. I use less than 200. What is it? 200 yards on my axolotls. And I knit the, I think 38-inch bust, so yeah, I only needed one, and I still have a good amount left from my first skein, so you really don't need a lot of the contrasting color. This one is another one that I just chuck on when I just want to feel cozy and warm and like hugged. And I think this one is a little baggier on me than the Feline Phantom, which I love. And last one, which is part of the Rune casting collection, which will be released in an ebook, I believe, at the end of this month, is my Shadowwork sweater, which I know you've seen and heard all about because I will not stop talking about it. And it matches my Jera socks. There's also a hat called the Norn Spread hat, I believe. And that pattern is also coming out on the 18th. Getting sweaty. Okay. Boop. It also matches my casting mitts, which I will show you. They are half finished. I have one pair done. The other pair is this far along. I'm about to start shaping the thumb gusset, and they have the little runes on them. I'm using, I think, Big Sky Yarn Co. yarn. They're local to me, and this is the sock yarn that I bought for my little mushroom socks that I made. But here is my finished one. I did some weird stuff by the thumb. Ugh, they are so beautiful. I am gonna wear the crap out of these. And also, I dyed yarn yesterday, so don't judge me. My fingers are green. My nails are disgusting, but these are just absolutely gorgeous. And they're gonna get so much wear, and I love having longer cuffs, because most of my sweaters are shorter sleeved. I have a beautiful princess coat that has 3/4 length sleeves, so gloves with long cuffs are perfect. But these should be done soon. This pattern releases on the 30th, I believe. So if you'd like to participate in the cowl, you can use the code MICHKAL and get 15% off of everything on Elly's website, which is Curiostitches.com, and then you can join us. And the hashtag will be CuriostitchesCal. And I will put everything up on the screen, and I'll put everything in the description so everyone knows what they need. And if there's any information that I missed or forgot about, I will try to remember to let you know next time, because it's just a lot for my brain to process. So much information, and I'm really excited. I think we're all really excited. It's been in the works for so long. There's also going to be a couple more sweaters coming out before the end of the year. I will talk about one because I've been pre-test knitting and it is called the Equinox or Equinox. I don't know how people say things, but it is I'm still on the yoke, so it looks kind of fiddly. Thirsty rats. I'm testing it early so that I can wear it to the Birthday Massacre concert under my little black crop top that I made. Hopefully I'll be done in time. It's on the 29th, I believe. And I hurt my shoulder yesterday. I don't know how, but I've been taking a break from knitting today and it's hurting my soul. But yeah, there will be a lot more information out about this later. It's a fishnet design, and there is raglan shaping that starts in the center front and center back and then goes to the underarms. So it's gonna have a really cool look to it and be super unique and pretty. I'm so excited. And this is yarn that I dyed from Knit Crate. And I'm also hoping that I have enough, because I'm not really sure if I will. But that is the Equinox pattern by Curiostitches, which will be coming out in January, I believe. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Testing should start sometime in the late fall, I believe. Okay, that was so much information for my brain. I have been working on my Hawthorne sweater since I filmed the last, and I finished one sleeve and I started the other sleeve and a new ball. And oh my god. So one sleeve is done, other sleeve is started. It's not very far along. Everything's stuck. Not very far at all. But with this one, I knit to about 11 inches and then I started decreasing. So it's still pretty big at the cuff, but it'll be a nice cozy sweater for my sister. So still trucking along on that baby. And I have not really anything to say about it because I feel like I've said everything you could ever need to know about it multiple times. And at this point, I just want it off my needles and ship it away. Get it out of here. So that's that. It's a really fun pattern. It's very mindless
I'm not sure I understand.
I'm not sure you do either, Siri. I'm not sure any of us understand. I also did a few rounds on my Billy pullover by Sorry Nordland, and it probably doesn't look much different than it did before, so figured I'd just pop it out real quick and show you. I'm still working on it, still loving it. It's nice and squishy. Cables on worsted weight yarn is, I don't even know how to explain it. It's a lot. It's a lot on your hands, which I did not realize. I'm working so hard on that. And it's really not that difficult to memorize the stitch pattern, the cable pattern. It's one of the cables repeats every 4 rounds. The other cable repeats every 8 rounds. So you'll do the cable, and then like the next time you get to the cable row, you'll skip the one and then just do it again on the next time. That probably didn't sound like a legible whatever. Maybe today wasn't the best day to film. My brain is everywhere. I had like basically a full pot of coffee before I came in here, so let's just keep that going. So on my last podcast, I said that I wanted to start the Solarium hat by Unwind Knitwear, and I did, and I'm only this far. I'm about to start the cable charts. It just took me so long to get through half twisted rib for 20 rounds. So, and this yarn was a gift. It's 100% wool. I don't know what kind, but it's pretty scratchy for being fingering weight. But it'll be nice. It'll be a nice warm hat. And it's gonna be gorgeous because that pattern is absolutely stunning. I put a picture up of it in my last episode, in case you missed it. Yeah, not much to say about this. I also put in a few more rows on my other Curiostitches test knit for my Raven sweater. Which a few of us have started testing recently. And that one is going to be incredible. I'm really excited about all the upcoming Curiostitches patterns. I think people are really gonna like them. And I'm so excited and honored that I get to test knit them because they are just so unique and cool and fun. But I could literally go on about that forever. So let's move on. I started a new black tank top, crop top thing, maybe for the concert. Probably won't finish in time. In this much softer cotton from Michaels. I can't remember what brand it is. I'm terrible. But I only got this far, and then I realized that maybe I should do some kind of like shaping at the bottom instead. Maybe some like lace work. So I looked through my Japanese knitting stitch Bible thing and found a chart that I really like. So I think I'm gonna adapt that to the Summer Secret Crop shape, I guess, and try that out on this. So I'll probably end up ripping this back, but it will definitely become like maybe a lacy crop top tank thing. So it's gonna be another slow going project. I feel like I have a lot of those right now. And there's times where I need to just sit down and work on stockinette, and I literally have nothing that's just plain stockinette besides maybe like the foot of a sock or something, because I have so much color work and so much cables, and even the Hawthorne sweater is broken rib stitch, so there's always something, which that has become my new mindless project. So I'm really hoping to start something basic pretty soon. I do have plans for a shawl, so that should be nice. Not excited for those purling stitches though. Okay, I have one last whip, I think, and it is a test knit for Shy of the Witchy Knits podcast, and they are her piebald socks. They're so cute. I think hers are based off the actual pigeon, but I am weird and went with my color scheme, which is green and yellow and rust and basically the same colors as my Maya cardigan, but it'll be really pretty. I'm super excited. I think I'm about to start the heel. I'm not sure how. I'm not really sure how long I want to make the cuff, but this looks about right to me. I don't want them too long. This is alpaca, so I'm not going to be wearing it like in shoes or boots or anything. I'll probably just be wearing them in slippers when I'm home, just like laying around cozy. So I don't destroy them. Oh my god, they're so soft. I love alpaca so much. I did just buy a bunch of alpaca yarn for a hat for my mom, because I started knitting kids hats to sell to like friends and family on Facebook, just to see if I could make a little money since I'm not working. And my mom saw this hat which I was making and was like, I need that, give that to me. And I'm like, well, this one is child size, so it wouldn't fit you, but if you want, plus this is acrylic. So I was like, no, you need to get like some luxury yarn. So we picked out a dark turquoise alpaca and then a teal alpaca mohair. So I'm gonna knit her up a hat with those. But here's one of my cute hats that I made. I totally forgot to mention this as a finished object, but yeah, this, and I did this one too, which is disgusting and I hate it. I'm also making a headband with this horrible thing. This is yarn that I got in Japan, and before I started filming, I tried to Google this because I didn't know. I thought it was funny that it said Goku. So I was like, I wonder what that is. And literal porn came up. So yeah, that's fun. So I was like, okay, and then I just stopped. But I'm making like a headband with cables, and I don't know if I'm gonna have enough, but hopefully I do. If I don't, it'll probably be like a headband for kids or something. I mean, like, I don't know. I wouldn't wear this, but I know some people who would. I don't know. I try to stick to my natural colors. This is pretty though. I don't know. I go back and forth. I like it, I hate it. It is a vibe. I do like the teals in it. And I used to like pink, and I don't know. I go back and forth with pink. But yeah, that's gonna be a headband for whoever wants it. I don't know. I don't want it. I just casted something on to cast on. But yeah. All that to say, alpaca. It's pretty nice. And I have literally, I've shown these so many times. Okay, I'm not gonna pick them all. I have like 5 or 6 skeins of this, and I want to make, maybe I'll make the wild posy tee or sweater. I don't know. I thought about making another ranunculus in this. I started one with just one strand of this, which it's fingering, and that was just basically nothing. And I don't know, I'm not gonna wear that probably, so I ripped it out and I made my sister a love note holding 2 strands, which I've showed before, and I still have 5 skeins left, so I think I'm gonna make myself something cool. This is the softest thing ever. This baby alpaca. And this is the color I was going for when I was dyeing yarn yesterday. And I think, well, maybe this is the color I thought I was going for. What I actually ended up with is like 10 times better. It kind of makes the Ancient Pines yarn look faded. Yeah. I do love this though, but I will have to figure something out for what to make with it. But anyway, piebald socks, they will be another little slow burn knit, although they're really fun. So Tom and I were walking down the street yesterday because there's a food truck in our neighborhood every Thursday, or every something. Maybe one Thursday every month. I don't know. I don't pay attention. But we were walking to the food truck and I was knitting on these. And I just had the little ball in my pocket because it's, whoops. It's, calm down. It's teeny tiny. So yeah, that was fun. Got some delicious bento box food. But anyway. We will be seeing a lot more of these as I get further in them. But I guess I could talk more about this yarn that I dyed, because it was a whole thing. So that's the color I was going for. I achieved it, which is great. Originally, I was only going to dye 2 skeins, but for some reason they were coming up blue, so I have 2 skeins in this color, and I go back and forth still on whether or not I want to over dye them, because if you compare them to each other, it's like a definite blue, but it's also pretty teal. I'm not sure. But I'm really not a blue person, and although it is very dark, I don't know. In the daylight, it's beautiful. At nighttime, when I'm looking at it in the house, I'm like, this is disgusting. Why did I do this? But I literally dyed, where is it? 2 skeins of this. There was so much color left in the water when I was done because I just kept adding more green and more green to make it green. But the greens have blue undertones. So I took these out, washed them, rolled up a spare skein that I had, just, well, it wasn't really a full skein. It's about 57 grams of just natural undyed yarn, and it came out green. In the same dye bath that I used, like, the water was literally blue, and I threw it in. It was in there for maybe 10 minutes. And it's like a completely different color. It's wool from a farm here in America. I think like a little small sheep farm. And I don't know what type of wool it is. I don't even know what type of wool this is. There wasn't a lot to go off of on the Google Translate other than it said pure new wool. So, but then the second batch, I only used one of the greens and added a crap ton of yellow and got this, and I'm very happy with it. I'm going to be making a Celtic Myths shawl, which I've made twice before. I'm just so obsessed with this color. I hope it's focusing, as it looks weird to me. I'll get some close-ups of them too. But I almost cast it on last night, but I was like, I've gotta wait until I film so that I can get all these shots. It smells so good. But that was my yarn dyeing experience from yesterday. It was kind of hectic, stressful. But yeah, everything pretty much worked out. I did actually think maybe I should make an unarmored defense cowl in this, because that would be really cool. And this looks a lot like a sweater that I have from Forever 21 that I wear all the time, even though it's blue. So I don't know. It might be a really cute, like, because the cowl and then the pattern, and I could wear it under like a leather jacket or something, or my denim vest. Who knows? I'll figure it out. Yeah. If anyone knows what I should do with this, or the blue, really, it's 600 meters, the blue is. This is 57 grams of sock weight yarn, I believe. And I freaking love this. I just, it's like such a beautiful emerald color. And then there's, the thing is, I threw this into the hot dye bath unwashed. It was dry. So the colors were striking at different times, but it still gives it this like gorgeous multi-tonal. Ugh, I love it so much. The other ones are pretty decently solid. There are some parts that have little flecks of lighter green, but, and then there's some spots that are much darker, but I think it's gonna be gorgeous. The last two Celtic Myths shawls that I made were gray. So yeah, this one is definitely going to be mine to keep for once. And I think it'll get a lot of wear because I don't know, I wasn't really a big shawl fan before, but now I totally understand the practicality of it. And it's a lot better to have a shawl to just chuck on instead of an entire sweater, especially here because it's so hot and cold. You never know what it's gonna be. So even just to have a shawl to like lay on my lap if I'm wearing a dress or something and we're out, it'll be nice. So I'm super excited about this. I hope it doesn't take me as long as the last two did. Just so much purling. There's so much purling on shawls. Ugh. But that's all the knitting content I have. And I'm so sorry that was so hectic. I have some woodworking to share. I started 2 new Kumiko panels, and I have some footage that I took with my camera for once, how I made them or started making them. This is as far as I am with one, this is as far as I am with the other. They're very cool. Yeah. Stay. So the 2 center panels are done. The top and bottoms are going to match this one. So they're all gonna look like that. And then I'm gonna sand them down so that it's even more, I don't even know, like it's kind of like an optical illusion kind of, but yeah, I'm super excited for these. Oh, that's the back I'm showing you. I'm so sorry. Ugh. Here we go. They don't look any different. But these are my babies. And I'll show you a picture of what they are going to look like in the end, in case you can't visualize it. This is my book. My lovely book. I'll show you the panel I was going to make, which is one of my favorites. If I can get there. This is the one I wanted to make, but I did not have enough wood. I didn't have long enough wood. I didn't even have long enough wood to make these. I had to go out and buy a different wood so that I could make those. I also really wanted to make this one because, I mean, look at it. It's insane and gorgeous and I love it, but I settled on this. I'm gonna put fabric behind it, and I'm thinking either this purple wave fabric or the green. A lot of people have said purple. And then I'm gonna frame it. Tom wants to paint the frames. I'm not sure. I want to maybe see how it looks with natural wood frames, but we'll see how it goes. And then those we will sell on our website. And I haven't really been up to much more than that. Tom just finished a epoxy and wood, I don't want to say cutting board. I think they're using it for tea and some coasters. I'll put up a picture of that. It's got a jellyfish on it. It's really cool. But that was a custom order for someone and we just shipped that out. So I think we have some chopsticks to make this week. Stuff's pretty chill so far. I'm a little bit scared for the Christmas season coming up, but we will get through it. But yeah, that is all I have for you today. I feel like I whipped through all of that information. I'm gonna stop doing this because it's probably very annoying. The puppies are losing it. So, once again, excuse my goblin energy, but I had a lot of caffeine today and I'm super excited. And I also started playing Elder Scrolls again, which is really exciting. So I'm excited to get back to that. But I hope you guys are well and having a great week and month. And I hope everyone else is as excited for the cooler weather as I am. Because now I finally get to wear my knits. But I will see you next time. Love you guys. Stay safe. Bye. Am I stupid? I might be stupid. This is so chaotic. Everything is strange. There's no hair in my nose.